The Sound.
The sound of Oxfordshire. Together, we can make a difference. BBC Radio Oxford.
And one thing that I've learnt from this pandemic is that you are never too young to make a difference. And never has that rung truer than with my next guest. Age 16, Olivia Prior from Abingdon is leading the charge of encouraging young people to start a career in healthcare and is set to be the youngest nurse in the UK. So she's leading up some change there, and she joins me now. Good morning, Olivia. How are you doing?
I'm good, thank you. How are you?
Yeah, really good, thanks. This is lovely of you to be so motivated and aspiring to become the youngest nurse. Did you always know that you wanted to get into healthcare?
Yeah, so I've done charity work most of my life, and I got involved with Yoko, which I met a lovely nurse who really inspired me to chase my dreams, and that's how I found the Nurse Cadet programme.
So as a nurse cadet, what do you need to do? Like, what is that?
So it's an apprenticeship aimed at young people, aged 16 to 18, to start their career in healthcare.
So this has been a really good way for you to get the experience, to learn everything you can possibly learn for now. Granted that when you work in healthcare, I can't really relate, but I can imagine that there are so many things that you'll have to remember, you have to deal with, and, you know, it will always surprise you. So being a nurse cadet, does that really help get ready for what you're going to experience later on in life?
Yes, completely. It's such an amazing opportunity, and we have amazing staff and tutors that support us the whole way through.
And what sort of things have you been doing at the moment? From 2020 to 2021, what have you been doing, Olivia?
At the moment, I'm at a clinical research facility. I'm still quite early in the course, but I've learned a lot about how the trust admin works, and at the moment I've been shadowing bloods, ready for my phlebotomy.
All right. This sounds very exciting, and you just sound like you were born to do this. And I have to talk about COVID, obviously. You've had your jab. Which one did you have?
The P-Visor one.
Oh, nice. Okay, so you had that one. And how did it feel? And were you quite excited to get it?
Yeah, I felt really lucky to be able to have it so early on.
Yeah.
And it was really well organised, and yeah, it was completely fine.
I imagine it's quite quick. They're managing to vaccinate so many people at the moment. So joining the NHS at this time it's like we're living in a history textbook. It's we don't know how it's going to go. We've been in 3 lockdowns, and our mental and physical strength has been tested, definitely. Staying at home a lot and making sure that you only do your essential journeys. What's it been like for you experiencing the NHS at this time?
It's been amazing, really, because it's really taught me how everyone comes together. And I mean, I'll never forget the year I joined.
Yeah, I don't think you will. And I think one day, if you choose to have children or someone comes and asks you, what do you know about the 2020 pandemic? And you're just going to think, well, let me tell you a few things. I can tell you the vaccine I had. I can tell you that everyone made banana bread and everyone just, started doing things weirdly, did a lot of calls and quizzes online. So it's definitely something that we're never going to forget. And especially working in healthcare, you will... you've gone through the most challenging part is dealing with the pandemic. So what made you want to become a nurse?
Well, so as I said, I've done charity work my whole life, and I joined a group this time last year led by an ex-police officer who introduced me to such an amazing woman called Rachel.
Yeah.
And she was a nurse, and she really inspired me to chase my dreams of becoming a nurse, and that led me to discover the Nurse Cadet programme.
What sucked you in? What was it about this nurse that you were like, I want to do exactly what you want to do, and I don't care how exhausting and challenging it can be. I want to be someone who can help out.
She was just the most inspirational woman. She's absolutely amazing, and she completely changed my life.
Wow. How did she change your life?
So she really supported me. I was really anxious, and she just gave me the confidence to go forward with chasing my dreams.
Sounds like she was your mentor into this industry.
Completely.
Oh, lovely. Well, Olivia, I'm going to talk more to you. I'm going to play a song. But my guest is Olivia Prior this morning from Abingdon, and we'll hear more from her after this. That's love. That's love. and David Guetta there. Let's Love on BBC Radio Oxford. Good morning, I'm Fleur Osterjack and I'm joined by Olivia Prior from Abingdon, who's leading the charge of encouraging young people to start a career in healthcare and is set to be the youngest nurse in the UK. So, Olivia, please tell me about your time working in a hospital in Kenya. So you've done a lot for charities and now you've worked in a hospital in Kenya. What was it like?
In Kenya, it was absolutely amazing. So we went to visit the hospital and there was recently a new baby born.
Yeah.
And while we watched the baby, a couple of minutes, hours old, and it got named after me. So that was absolutely life-changing and it was so heartwarming.
How did it feel watching it? Did you watch it and because a lot of people would wince, look away. Did you look at it and go, the human body is absolutely incredible. This is all that it can do, and I want to know more. Was that your response when you saw it all happen?
Well, I just thought it's so amazing. Anyone who gives birth, it's just so amazing and such an amazing thing to be able to do as a woman.
Yeah.
It really just made me think, this is what I want to do. I want to help people.
I was going to say, because not everyone has this drive to work in healthcare. I mean, like, there's a reason why I'm not doing it, because I just don't. I think some people have this thing that's like built in them or born in them that they want to help out and this was meant for them. Do you feel that was for you? Like, you're meant to do this?
Yes, definitely. I've always thought I just want to help people and make a difference.
Yeah, well, you're totally doing that, especially having your dreams to be the youngest nurse. Do you plan to go back there and work once you can?
Yeah, so when I qualify, I'd love to go for a couple of weeks and volunteer in the hospital out there.
Tell me about some of the people that you met there. What were they like?
Just so inspiring. It was absolutely amazing. They taught me so much out there and how it's so different from here.
How is it different from Kenya to UK?
Well, there's no phones or Wi-Fi, so that's a massive difference. Everyone communicates by seeing each other, and I think that's lovely.
Yeah, that must be.
Yeah, it's just inspiring, and they all come together it's like a massive family out there.
Oh, what? So you've done this work, you've done your charity work, you've got so many dreams and aspirations. What is the dream job for you, Olivia? What do you want to be able to finally say, I did this or I'm doing this?
I'd love to work in the surgical assessment unit.
Okay, please explain a
That's
little bit more. What does that entail?
So that would be looking after people before and after surgery. And it's a bit of a longer, instead of places like A&E, you get to know the person a bit more personal, involved.
You sound like a real people's person and you just really do care about humankind. And if you're there to be at someone's side at the beginning and end of surgery, because it's really scary and you know there's all sorts of reasons why people go in for surgery, and if they've got someone like you to be able to calm them down and say, look, it's fine, this is why we're here, then it would just make, you know, this is why the NHS is so great and it makes hospitals quite a friendly place to be. And what I've noticed is that people who work in healthcare are the most positive people. Have you noticed that as well, Olivia?
Yeah, all the people I'm surrounded with are always got a smile on their face and are really positive.
Yeah, and what do your parents and friends make of this? They must be quite proud of you.
Yeah, they're all really proud of me.
And I think it's really good to have you encouraging younger people across the counties to get involved in healthcare, because it could turn a lot of people off this pandemic in terms of, you know, they might have had dreams of becoming a midwife or just working in some sort of healthcare sector. They've seen the effects the pandemic can have on the NHS staff, mental and physical health, and just not being able to have a break at the moment. Why do you want people to keep going and keep that dream alive of working in healthcare?
Well, I don't think we should just concentrate on what's happening now. I think it's the whole picture of what you do to help other people. And if you've got that drive to help other people, I think this apprenticeship, the Nurse Cadet apprenticeship, is just such an amazing opportunity for young people to get involved and help out.
So how can they find out more, Olivia? Where do they need to go?
So if you follow me on Instagram, which is Olivia Nurse Cadet, I've got the link to the main Nurse Cadet page in my bio. And you can message me or Sophie, who runs the main page, for more information.
Lovely. Thank you so much, Olivia. You've got such drive and determination, and I really admire that. Keep doing what you're doing, and I hopefully will be able to speak to you soon. Cheers, Olivia. That was Olivia Prior, making a difference and making Oxfordshire proud. Aspiring young